Damon, show me.
Tell them how you really feel.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the third installment of Ghosted Game Development. Today we'll be continuing on with where we left off last time, and yeah, so without further ado, let's jump right on in. Damon, main screen. Damon, main screen.
Showing your computer screen.
There we go. It takes a couple tries with him sometimes. Let's see. Damon, 2-hour timer.
2-hour timer has begun.
So, let's take a look at where we left off. Indeed, we have a game. Game. And you can move. The collision detection's a little bit wonky at the moment. Yeah. If you get close to a wall and you click beside you, it doesn't allow you to move unless you click down from yourself a little bit. So that's something we'll probably look at fixing today, as well as finishing up the dialogue or the cell phone menu. So, trying to figure out. Yeah, here we go.
Glenn2 has entered the chat. Welcome, Glenn2.
Voice up or music down? Oh, is my is the audio balance off, GLN? I can adjust that if you like. Okay, so this is where we left off. I thought I had it balanced alright, but let me know if it's too loud on either end and I'll switch it up. Oh yeah, it does look pretty loud on the music. Let's turn it down. Maybe 2 decibels. Alright. Let me know how that is, GLN. So this is where we left off on the chats menu, the cell phone menu, and I think what we were having trouble with last time was getting it to actually close, so to speak, because I think the phaser functions weren't really working for us for some reason. So what happens if we just say display none? We might be able to just do it with regular DOM stuff. Would be kind of better probably to use the built-in phaser stuff, but if it's not working for us, we have a backup. Although that is the wrapper element, but we can still target that. So, just reload it. And see what's happening on our close overlay. Yeah, this.set visible false, console.log this. So that's where this is coming from. Let's take a look at what it says for visibility or visible. Visible, false, yet it's still there. So yeah, why don't we just axe this and we'll say const overlay equals document dot get element, or let's do query selector, and we'll say game div. Oops, that's not a function. Overlay dot style dot what the hell? Overlay dot style dot display equals none. We'll do the same thing for open overlay, only it'll be display block. Let's try this out. And there we go. Closes our cell phone menu, just like we wanted. So now I guess we could add a button to actually open it back up and have it default to being closed. So after adding it to the scene, we can call this .close overlay. Now it closes automatically. And then, yeah, why don't we add a button to open the cell phone menu? So for that, I want to draw a little cell phone button. Why don't we make it 64 by 64? It's actually quite big, so maybe 32 by 32. There we go. And I guess we'll make it shades of white because it's a UI element. And we'll just make a basic cell phone. Alright. GLN, if you're still there, how are you doing today, sir? Round out the corners a little bit. And that ought to do as a cell phone, I dare say. Just fill in the, with some slightly transparent shades of white. Something like that. And maybe a little bit lighter for the outside, actually. That could be the screen. Do like 130. See how that looks. Oops. And this is our 190, so there we go. Alright. Actually, I'm just going to resize the canvas so it fits it nice. Canvas size. 28. Oopsies. 20. Oh, 20 is pretty close. Yeah, 20 will do. Now we'll save it as cell phone button. Export it, and we only need the output file. Okay, so now back in our code, let's load in, oh, cell phone UI, we're loading HTML, I forgot all about that. Don't need that, so why don't we do it up here. Say UI, this.load.image, cell phone button asset / cell phone button.png. Make sure there's no errors. Oh, cell phone button.png not found. What did we call it? Oh, or rather, where did I save it? I was working on a different project before, so I think I must have saved it in the wrong directory. Yeah, that was on PutPut. There we go, cell phone button. Export it again. Oops. Woo. Just make sure it's in the right spot. It is not. Ghosted, source, assets, cell phone button. There we go. Error gone. So now what I want to do next is we've got our game scene, but I don't want to put it in the game scene because we're zooming in the camera on the game scene, and so it's going to make positioning UI elements really tricky because we have to account for the zoom factor. See right here, set zoom to 2. So what we're going to do instead is we're going to make another scene, call this one UI, I don't know, game UI.js. And much like all the other scenes, we'll import scene from phaser. We'll say class game scene or game UI extends scene. Constructor, we'll give it a key, so super UI game, and a create function. That's probably all we'll need. We might need an update function later on, but for now we'll just need a create. So export default game UI. So now what we want to do, we're going to need a reference to this cell phone overlay, or yeah, actually we can put it right in the game UI, right here. So let's take a look. We're going to need to import it, so we'll say just drop this in here, and we can grab that line to import it. Let's just say this dot cellphone dot, what did we call it? Show open overlay. Okay. Now back in our game scene, what we're gonna have to do is say import game UI from ./game UI. We're gonna have to launch it in parallel. So down here maybe we'll say this.ui, or no, we'll just say this.scene. Is it start or is it launch? I think it's launch. Yeah. So we want to say UI game. Save that. Now in our game.js, we need to include game UI, and it'll automatically import it for us, which is pretty nifty. And look at that. Our cell phone pops up again. So now, in our game UI, we'll get rid of that call to pop it up, and it doesn't pop up, which is what we want. And then, make the button to open it. So we'll say cell phone button, call this one cell phone overlay, and for the cell phone button, we'll say this dot cell button equals this dot add dot image. And where do we want to position it? I think in the bottom right corner would be good. So we'll say window dot inner width -10 for padding, window dot inner height -10 for padding, and we'll say cell phone button. Then we'll say this dot cell button dot set origin to, I think, 1,1. We'll find out. Yep, 1,1 is correct. Now the only thing is it looks quite small because indeed the zoom isn't being applied to the game UI. So we'll just scale it up a bit. We'll say cell button dot set scale. I'm gonna try 3 because I think that looks really small. So let's see. That's actually bigger than I was thinking, so let's try 2. That looks okay. So, let's see. We'll do this dot cell button dot set interactive, so it's clickable. We'll say this dot cell button dot on pointer up, and we'll say this dot cell phone dot open overlay. Now let's try it out. And shablam! It opens our overlay. Pretty cool. So I think now what we should probably look at doing is finishing styling up the the sort of pseudo chat thing we've got going on here. So GLN didn't chime in about the music, so I'm actually going to turn it back up because I was testing it quite a lot with recordings and it seemed okay to me. So if anybody else feels like chiming in about the voice to audio balance, definitely do so, and I can adjust it further, but for now I'm going to put it back. Also, yeah, anyway, so now what we want to do is actually make like a fake chat window, like a texting app. So where did we leave off? No rap. Okay, let's look up CSS ellipses. I know there's a way to do this, and I always forget it. Truncate string with, there it is. So now, in our main.css, because we actually get to write some CSS for this game, which is pretty exciting, we're gonna do messages, message. Let's look at our, not index, but cell phone. Cell phone, div, messages, message, div. We'll say, give it a bunch more text, so we'll just say blah, 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 hello world. See what it does right now. So right now, it pushes everything over. So that's not quite right. What I think we should do... You know what, I think we can ditch the timestamp. I don't think that's really necessary. But we are gonna have to truncate this. Or truncate, however you say that. So, let's take a look at this. And look at that. Blah, dot, 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 dot. Cell phone, div, messages, message. Header. We'll say font weight 600, and we'll say
Trezicodes
margin.
has entered the chat. Welcome, Trezicodes.
Right. Hey, Trezicodes. Hey, buddy. How you doing, man? Long time no chat. Who the fuck is this guy? Yeah, right? I know, it's been long enough. How you doing, man? I'm stoked to hear from you. For sure, it's been a hot minute, yo. Yeah, no kidding, man. Here, Trezzy, we'll throw you in the cell phone. We'll give you an honorary shout out in the cell phone. How about that? Trezzy. It's been a hot minute, yo. There you go, now you're in the cell phone. Although, you've unveiled a new bug for us. What's this? It's kinda... Yeah, I saw your message in the server and obviously had to pop in. Haha, I am immortalized. Yep, for sure, man. It's written in stone now. And yeah, for sure, man. Yeah, thanks. I figured I'd throw it in your server because, you know, see if anybody's down to join. I'm pretty stoked you joined, man. So now the question is, aha, justify content space between. That's why. Gotta ditch that. But yeah, how you been, man? I haven't caught one of your streams in a long time either, man. Are you still having at it, streaming, or? I think I'm definitely following you. I don't know if I've got the notifications on though. Yeah, you've been on hiatus since September. Ah, okay, gotcha. So have you been introduced to this? Took some personal time. Yep, fair enough, dude. Back at it on the 5th. Nice, man. Sweet. I'll have to join in on a stream if I can. I should be able to. I've got a job now. I don't know if I told you that. That's some new news in my world. I finally got a coding job again. Awesome. Congrats. Thanks, Trezzy. Yeah, I'm pretty stoked. It's more freelance stuff or full-time? Full-time, sir. It's a good old salary job. I'm hyped. Get the same paycheck every 2 weeks. Nice. Yeah, man. Yeah, it's I'm doing some full-stack web development. That's my new job. Damon, skip song?
Skip.
Wasn't feeling that song. I've been testing this stream setup all week, so I've heard a bunch of the songs like on repeat, so I gotta just switch it up sometimes, you know? So I'm just looking at this padding. Alright, tell us about the game. Okay, so Ghosted is the name of the game, even though this is all we have so far. Ghosted follows the story of this girl, Mary, who in real life ghosted too many people, you know, like socially ghosted people, and thus was cursed and became a ghost herself. So, she's cursed to live the life of a ghost. However, she discovered she has a way of... lol. She discovered she has a way... I love everything about this. Thanks, Trezzy. She discovered she has a way to communicate with the mortal world, and that is through her cell phone. So she can text mortals. She can text people in the real world. And you have to text the NPCs in the game and figure out a way to become a mortal human again, is sort of the premise. That's about all I've got so far, but yeah. Okay, so yeah, anyway, I was just looking at the padding and wondering if that should maybe be a little bit less. I'm not sure what it is. Padding 2, so let's try maybe 1 round. Well, that sounds like a lot of fun. Thanks, Trezzy. Hey, how was the JS, is it 13K, I think? 13K? How did that end up going, man? I don't think I ever talked to you about the results of all that. I know I tried the game right near the end of it because it was pretty complete at that point, and it was really good, by the way. But yeah, how did that all go? Yeah, JS 13K was a lot of fun. Hell yeah, man. Thanks. Yeah, of course. No, I thought that game you guys put together was really clever with all the pathfinding and everything. That was pretty slick, man. 1.5. Ian and I have talked about going back and working on the game a bit more. Nice, man, nice. That's always cool when a game, when a game jam game spawns more, you know, actual development on the game. Yeah, Ian wrote the pathfinding. It was super legit. Yeah, dude, for sure. Also, I'm liking that padding best, so 1.5 rem it is. Something I want to add right now, too, just while we're here. We'll give it a default background color of RGBA, and we'll say 2, or 1 rather, 0.1. And then cell phone div messages. Display grid for the message window. This is awkward for me, but I haven't actually used the grid. Then you can make sure the names and the messages line up in the 2 columns. Okay, all right. I haven't actually tried the CSS grid yet. This is embarrassing for me, but I'm down to give it a shot. So yeah, let's take a look. Just one thing I want to do real quick is I just want to make them alternating colors. So we'll say n type 2n, and we'll say background color. No worries, don't feel obligated to do it either, just a thought. Thanks, man. I'm curious, I do need to learn it though, like it's been long enough that I really should get on that. So, I mean, yeah, let's take a look. There we go, so now it's alternating the slight tint on the messages. Okay, so let's do this, CSS grid. I want to do it, I would like to do it, so you said display, I'm gonna go with the W3 School one because I'm a scrub. Yeah, like I said, I'm here to help if you want to dig in. Like I said though, don't feel obligated. Of course. Is it a fairly basic layout? Like, I just want to take a look. So like display, yeah, maybe I will just save it. I'll save that for a future stream, Trezzy. I'm just scared that it's going to go off the rails and I'm going to spend like 20,000 years just lining these up. But anyway, yeah, I can walk you through it pretty quick. Want to just pull up the markup for the messages? Okay, yeah. Oh, that's cool, no worries. Okay, yeah. Sorry, mate. But I will look into that in the future for sure. CSS grid layout. Give that a favorite. LOL, not a problem. All right. So we've got walking around. Yes, there was one other thing I wanted to fix on this stream. We've got a lot of time left, but the collision detection is a little wonky. It resets the body a little too willingly. Co-stream, says Trezzy Codes. Yeah, hell yeah, man. Super down for a co-stream. Haven't done that since Ludum Dare, I think, which was a lot of fun. A little bit of craziness, but that never hurt anybody, right? That's how craziness works, pretty sure. Yeah, that's also been a hot minute. Yeah, no doubt, man. I think, just seeing as we're here, why don't we add a quick... Actually, no. I was thinking out loud. I'm thinking out loud. I was thinking it would be cool to add like a transition to when you open it up. But I think we'll leave that for now. Just keep it basic to start and then improve upon it later, such as the CSS grid. I'm just thinking now, why don't we commit what we've got? Yeah, we can do a chat about a CSS grid co-stream offline. I'd love do a chat about... Oh yeah, I'd love it. Trying to collab with folks more. Hell yeah, man. That'd be awesome. Actually, question. Do I even have Yeah, that's awkward. This isn't even a Git repository yet. Okay, so scratch that. Hey, Trezzy, by the way, lol, yeah, what a scrub I am, hey. Trezzy, computer explodes, all work lost. Yeah, we're just gonna pretend that that's not a possibility, even though it totally is. So you know what, yeah, maybe we should just do that now. Let's make that a Git repository so it's actually a thing. New repository, repository name. Ghosted. Public. Create repository. Yes, please store this in Git now.
Pathogen7 has entered the chat.
Hey,
Welcome,
Pathogen7. How you doing, man? Yeah, I still haven't got my my chat on stream parsing the Twitch emojis yet, but yeah. Pathogen7, this is Trezzy Codes. It's a good friend of mine. We used to stream together and do game jams and stuff together. Not bad at all. Good to hear, man. How's your week been? Trezzy appreciation. Yeah, see, it only shows the text. I'm sorry. Franz. Franz. Yes. So now, let's say yoink. I don't really need to copy git init. That's not exactly a tricky command to remember. I found a cool trick with Mac today. If you click one of the icons, it moves it up to the start of the queue. 2 steps forward, 1 step back, so it goes with game dev. Indeed. Okay. I'm gonna make a git ignore. And we'll put node modules in here just so we don't commit all of our node modules, because I have definitely done that before and I'm like, why is this push taking like a million years? And then I'm like, right, because I'm committing about a million things worth of code. Also gonna add the DS store, whatever the hell that is, to the node modules, because some Mac thing, I don't really get it. Are links okay? Of course, Trezzy, absolutely. What if your computer caught on fire? Okay, what if my computer? DS Store is where Mac puts things like image thumbnails, director display prefs. Ah, okay, cool. Didn't know that, Pathogen7. Relevant to our earlier combo. Okay, yeah, oh, whoopsies. Didn't see that. No one saw that. No one saw that. My stream is totally not just a web app. I don't know what you're talking about. Trezzy, who? Yo, I love the blog, man. This is sweet. When have you always had this, or is this a relatively new thing? What if your computer caught on fire? Honestly, there are plenty of solutions to this. You could push more often, back your hard drive up at once every 12 nanoseconds. Sure. Put your laptop in a hermetically sealed plastic bag. Nice, man. This is sick, dude. I'm loving it. I'm not gonna read the whole thing right now, but I'll check it out after the stream, man. Thank yous. Yeah, I've had a site for over a decade. Wow, this I think that design is roughly 2 years old. No, the relevant thing was Git. Yeah, fair enough. Did I just add that? Oops. Yep. Okay. And oh, dist. We'll also add dist. That's my real computer exploding and catching on fire back in June? Wait, what? Sorry, reopening. No way. My very real computer catching on very real fire. Alright. Yup. Damn, son. What on earth were you running? Whew, says Pathogen7. No kidding. Seriously though, what were you doing that your computer caught on fire, man? Did you tell a machine learning algorithm to go and index all of Google again and like download all the videos and do some other witchcraft or something? Trezzy, told you to stop doing that. It was freaking bananas. It's just an old motherboard though, roughly 7 years old, and a capacitor blew. Oh, damn. Alright. I guess these things happen. I need them vids, okay? That's hot. Yep. Alright. Yes, fair enough, man. Fair enough. You are forgiven. Initial commit. Adds game with adds game so far. Now they want us to branch to main, but I don't like doing that. Alright, I'm gonna lurk and let you actually get some shiz done for a bit. Alright, Trezzy, sounds good, buddy. Now, this one I'm gonna copy because I don't feel like typing that out. And get push dash U. Origin master. Wait, you don't like branching to main? Not really. I never really got why it was a thing. Like, what was wrong with master? Am I about to be in trouble? Isn't it just like a naming convention? Like, why did it change? Hello, no, you're not in trouble. Okay, good. But yeah, seriously, why did it change? Because I actually noticed that a little while back, that it started, like, GitHub made it a thing. I'm pretty sure Heroku made it a thing. That might be my only two examples, but yeah. Yeah, I am just curious why that became a thing. Where was I? Pushed. Yeah, okay. Oh, you know what it might be? Removing master slave terminology from tech because Black Lives Matter. Ooh. Okay. Yep. That could be why. That would make sense. It's a whole thing though. The more socially conscious part of the dev world has been making the switch because the concept of masters, slaves enforces racist stereotypes. Yeah. Okay, yeah, that is... Wow, okay. Damn. Did not know that was a thing, guys. I'll, yeah, you know what? Hell, let's do that right now. Let's say get checkout dash B main. Whitelist slash blacklist is becoming clearlist slash blocklist now too. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. There we go. We should now have a main branch and master's default. Pretty sure I got to change the upstream, but I'll do that later. But there we go. We now have a main branch. We're part of the movement. This is good. Thank you for explaining that to me, guys. I honestly had no idea that was the thing. I just noticed that it was changing, and I was like, damn, all right, don't get this, but now I get it, so thank you. By the way, folks, totally off topic, but there are some nifty new chat commands on this stream, including localhost, which allows you to open a tunnel to my localhost on your machine, and you can test the game exactly as it is as I'm editing it. I thought that was nifty, and I wanted to tell you guys, because...
Sarikton has entered the chat. Welcome, Sarikton.
Oh, lol, I entered the chat. What? Yeah! So it should be up and running. I love this, says Trezzy Codes. Thanks, man. I thought that would be a cool little feature for you guys. I thought people might enjoy that. So Aw, boo. What? Did it not work? Failed to complete connection. Oh. Oh, why is that? Let's take a look. Bad gateway. Okay, well that might be a work in progress, but that should be... that. Hopefully that'll be a thing in the future. Sorry, Trezzy. Got you all hyped and then it didn't work. Oh! 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 No! Wait! Trezzy! I was wrong. Oh, LOL, your app is trying to connect to localhost, but it doesn't now know to go through the tunnel. No, you know what I think it was? Oh, yeah, no, I'm pretty sure I just wasn't running the server, so that was my bad, guys. It should work now. It's coming up now, yeah! Hey guys, by the way, how's my audio levels coming through voice versus music? Is it balanced somewhat okay, or is it one louder than the other in a way that's annoying? Or trying to, anyway. Yeah, I think it's a little bit slow, but I'm pretty sure it works. Audio is great, perfect. Glad to hear it. It is slow, but I think it's got the title, so I think it's working. It's just transferring all the junk. Yep, you got the game up. All right. Hell yeah, buddy. Seems good, pathogen. Okay, so now we gotta figure out something else to do. So, one thing I want to try fixing is the collision detection with the wall. Because if you guys notice, when you get close to a wall, okay, maybe not vertical walls, but horizontal walls, if you get close to them, you can't move sideways, and you also can't get super close to them either. So I had a theory about how to fix that, but it's kind of evading me now. Your pants will also clip through the wall. Yeah, that's yeah. That's a feature. That's not a bug. That's a feature. She's a ghost, remember? Alright. Node modules to get ignore. We already did, I think, so... yeah. Lol. Yeah, so I had a thought about this, and I'm totally spacing on it now. Oh, I think it... okay. I do have a thought about this, actually. Is it in game scene? Yes. Also, Trezzy, don't judge me. I know this code's a hot mess right now, but we're gonna clean it up in future streams. That's gonna be some very exciting streaming material for you guys to look forward to. But somewhere in here... so, yeah, right here, we're resetting her body. I'm not judging, buddy. Thanks, Trezzy. Trezzy appreciation. Nice. I also, yeah, I do need to get the Twitch emotes working on here. Yeah, so, anywho, that's what it was. It was because we were resetting her body when she hits. Because if you don't, she kind of just slides along the wall. Which was kind of awkward. But the collisions work a lot better. This... okay, maybe they don't. What was that all about? How did I do that? Oh, I think... okay, I have another theory about what that's about. I think one of these tiles isn't on the right layer. We'll just ignore that for now. Pretend that never happened. But yeah, I think... okay. We could just leave it like this for now. Maybe. I don't know, that feels sloppy to me, but it also does definitely work better than if she doesn't, like, if the collisions don't work at all. So that's a thing. Oh wait, she doesn't stop at all now. Anyway, are you using acceleration and such to move her, or are you manually updating her position every frame? We're using a function in Phaser called move to, which I believe uses velocity under the hood. But yeah, anyway, so it doesn't, so okay. Let's just do this, so then at least, now she should at least stop? Yeah, there we go. So she stops again when she gets to where she's going, but there is that. Gotcha. Yeah, that'd be why she goes sliding after getting her to her destination. Gotta reset velocity to 0. Yeah! So, like, that's why I was thinking resetting the velocity would work if she got blocked. But that led to this weirdness of this. See, now she's like, she gets like stuck. So like, see, here, we're hitting the wall, we're not moving, that's good. But then, if I try to move over here, no bueno, she can't move. Although, actually, there was one other thing I wanted to try adjusting, which was her body offset. So maybe this might miraculously help with things. Let's say this dot Mary dot body dot set offset. X will be 0, but Y, let's do like 50. See what that does. Yeah, okay, so now it's more around her feet, which is kind of good. In fact, even a little further, maybe. Let's do like 60. Yeah, so now her body is near her feet. And actually, that's not as bad. You're kind of able to move. You can't move closer to the wall, but you can move to the side again. I think this will also solve the issue of her ghosting through the walls, even though she is a ghost. Yeah. I actually might call that okay. That was surprisingly better than I thought it would be. I guess you've got a check when she collides with something on the Y, and that's catching before she can move horizontally again. Yeah, okay. I think it's just because, like, these properties I'm looking at to check if she's blocked down here, L block, R block, U block, D block, they're just these Boolean blocked properties. Basically, take a look at your collision detection code. Yeah, exactly. So we've set up a physics collider with her, which is what prevents her from going through the walls. But then here, we've got these properties detecting if she's basically if she's touching a wall on the left side, right side, up side, or down side. And because she's touching because she's touching on the upside, it's not letting us move because it's just resetting her body. But I don't know, what do you guys think? Like, if you try that on your machine, does that feel like annoying enough that it should be fixed, or do you think that could be something that could be looked at in the future? Because another thing I was hoping to accomplish on this stream was to actually get her like a real running or a walking cycle, like an animation cycle. So we got plans, people. Although... Okay, no, that's okay. Because that actually doesn't feel too terrible to me. Like, that's a little bit awkward that I can't move up there, but if I move slightly down... Yeah, you probably want to split that into two separate if statements. If it's blocked up or down, then separate one if it's blocked left or right. Oh, yeah, okay. Alright, I see what you're saying. So left block, right block. Up block, down block. It would probably feel better to move along the walls. Don't know Phaser's collision detection system, collision system well enough. Yeah, for sure. Yeah. I'm just not... Yeah, I'm just drawing a blank at how we could do this, because this reset function... Actually, I wonder if there's a reset X and Y. No, that wouldn't. Maybe it would. Let's see, hang on. No, that's not a thing. Or even 4, because if you don't want her being blocked up, preventing her from moving down. Yeah. I mean, that's not currently a thing. Like, if she's blocked up right now, but she can still move down, somehow magically.
Can't nobody tell me nothing. Made it through the rain, I turn nothing into something. No more dealing with the assumptions, cause I do what I gotta do and I know, can't nobody do it like me. All they do is
yeah, I'm just... Let's see. Married up body dot reset velocity, or reset. Just read what it says for reset. Resets this body. It's weird that she's blocked left, right, but not down. Yeah, it is weird. Resets this body to given coordinates, also positions the game, its parent game object, to the same coordinates. If the body has any velocity or acceleration, it is lost as a result of calling this. Okay. Oh, I've got a thought about what we can do. I just want to try something here. Instead of this dot, I think it's body dot set velocity. Or actually, we can omit the second 0. I want to see if this has the same effect, because of undefined. Oh, right, because it's not actually clean yet. Can you manipulate the left, right, or up down velocity independently? Yes, you can, Pathogen, and that's exactly where I was going with this, because if we can do it like this, we can say we can say else if maybe this should go in this statement here. So we'll say, if L block or R block, we'll say this dot Mary dot body dot set velocity X 0, else if up block or down block, this dot Mary dot set. Alright, buddy, gotta roll. Good luck, buddy. Oh, alright, I gotta roll. Good luck, buddy. Glad I got to catch the stream for a bit. Yeah, Trezzy, thanks, man. Thank you so much for stopping by, dude. It was great to see you and hang out and everything. I wish you all the best of luck when you're heading back into your streaming life. And I'll do my best to catch a stream of yours in the future, man. Thanks for hanging out. And Pathogen, you said the only tricky bit is if you're blocked moving left or right, it would probably feel most natural for left/right velocity to be 0 and up or down velocity to be the full walk speed. Otherwise, your up-down movement will be proportional to the mouse's position to your position. And Trezzy says, appreciate it, homie. Trezzy appreciation. But anyway, Pathogen, yeah. I just want to take a quick look at this and see how this feels. But here. Oh no, see that doesn't, yeah. That does... So, okay, Pathogen. The only tricky bit is if you're blocked left or right, it would probably feel most natural for left to right velocity to be 0 and up down to be the full walk speed. Yeah. Otherwise, your up down velocity will be proportional to the mouse's position. Oh, sorry, proportional to the mouse's position to your position. Okay. I like 75% get what you mean. And also this solution I just put in there doesn't really do the trick because it's kind of doing the same thing where she'll just slide indefinitely along the wall if you click. So what I'm thinking is maybe what we should do is instead of basing this on the distance, well, actually, no. I don't know. This is tricky. I have an inkling of something that might work. An inkling. This dot Mary blocked vertically equals false. This dot Mary blocked horizontally equals false. Okay, Pathogen. Imagine you're stuck on a wall to your east. Okay. If you click mostly to the right, you'll slowly move down the
Viable
wall.
Clan member has entered the chat. Welcome, Viable Clan member.
Nice sound effects, says Viable Clan member. Thank you, sir. Good to see you again. How you doing? But anyways, you'll move slowly down the wall. If you click mostly below you, you'll move more quickly down the wall. Your Y velocity will be higher or lower. Yeah, the sliding on the wall is a separate issue. Not sure about that. Yeah, not bad. Stuck on Webpack stuff, says Viable Clan member. Okay, what are you doing with Webpack, Viable Clan member? Can I call you VCM? Is that cool? What are you trying to do with Webpack? But anyway, yeah, Pathogen, I had a thought about this. We can say... Mary blocked H, or here, why don't we do it like this? Trying to get less modules working in a mono repo with Next.js. Okay. I'm afraid you're on your own there with the less modules. I haven't really done much setting up of less environments on my machine. I usually just use really basic environments for less in Sass. And most of the time it's at work and the environments are already set up for me. So yeah, sorry, mate. Now I'm wondering if, well, anyway, hang on. So let's just do this. So we'll say L block or R block. I poked around with Webpack a bit. Feel free to drop a question. Nice, thanks, Pathogen. Oops. R block. Nope, not R block. We want up block or down block. I don't know if I actually need to make those class level variables, but I'll come back to that in a moment. So if we're blocked horizontally or blocked vertically, do that. And now we'll say, okay, so we'll say
1 hour remaining.
1 hour remaining. Oh yeah. Xdiff equals x minus, or no, this dot target x minus px. Ydiff equals this dot target dot y. Nope, target y minus py. I think we should absolute those values. So math.absolute. So we'll, instead of loving the tunage, says Bible Clan member. Nice. Glad you're enjoying it, man. It's all no copyright sounds. They have like a record label of all music that's copyright free that you're allowed to do whatever you want with and you won't get in trouble. So hence why I'm playing it on the stream. And it's really catchy too. It's really good like electronica stuff. So I'm gonna comment this out for now. I'm gonna say if xdiff less than 4 and this dot Mary blocked vertically, we'll say Mary dot body dot set velocity yeah, so 0 this dot target x equals null, this dot target y equals null. Thanks for helping out Bible Clan member Pathogen, that's really awesome of you. So we'll say that, or Ydiff is less than 4 and Mary is blocked horizontally. Always happy to. Awesome. Or distance to pointer or player is less than 4. So if it's less than 4 on the X and Y, it'll reset because we're close enough. If the X difference is less than 4 and Mary is blocked vertically, it'll reset. If the Y difference is less than 4 and Mary is blocked horizontally, it'll reset. Bit of a long if statement, but let's try it out. Nope, we're still sliding around. Did it actually reload? Yeah, we're still sliding around. So let's just see what's going on with xdiff. Tested in Mary blocked vertically. So Mary's not blocked vertically. Well, she is briefly, but then... Okay, so that blocked vertically property doesn't... It goes away. Wonder what happens. Let's just console log. So I know Phaser has a blocked property and it has a touching property, and I never really got what the difference was between them, so let's take a look now. No. Okay, touching doesn't seem to be doing anything. Okay. Drat. That was my master plan. Oh, here's a thought. Okay. Because her Y velocity would be 0. So we can maybe swap this out with this dot Mary dot body dot velocity dot Y equals 0. Yeah, it's really stretching my knowledge of Webpack/Babel. Let's just say that, says Bible Clan member. Yeah, Webpack's quite a beast, man. Getting the whole environment set up for these games took me quite a while to figure out. But, shameless self-promotion, I have written a blog post on the matter, and I am happy to share it with all y'all. Dun 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 dun, blog post. So there you go. I have no way to post it in the chat right now, but anyways. Webpack itself is rather complex, but piling on next and also NX, every layer of abstraction makes it more complex to sort out what the hell is going on, or to intervene if it breaks. Yeah, true that, man. Put that very well. So basically, if she has no Y velocity and her X diff is less than 4, then we stop. If she has no X velocity and her Y diff is less than 4, we stop. Or if the distance to the pointer across X and Y is less than 4, we stop. I think it worked! Guys, we got it. You also gotta fix that one random tile that you can phase through. I know it's in here somewhere. Ooh, says Pathogen. Yeah, thanks, buddy. Well, there we go. That was a little bit painful on my brain, but we got it. Alright. So now what say you guys? You guys are both coders, so I feel like you would appreciate more code, but I would kind of like to get an actual walking cycle down for Mary. So I'm not by any stretch, as you can see, I am not exactly the world's highest class animator or drawer in the business, but I would still like to try my hand at drawing out a little walk cycle for Live Free, man, build your game. Thanks, bruh. Because we are going to have to start working with the UI for this in the future too, but it will kind of make more sense to develop this out further when there's more, like when there's NPCs and actual stuff to interact with. So yeah, why don't we? I am gonna live my life, Pathogen. I am gonna live my life. I'm gonna draw Mary a walk cycle. To try. I always get so nervous animating though, especially animating on a live stream. I'm like, eh. So that one should end on 1. Now this is the beginning of our walk cycle. Turn on onion skinning so we can see what was going on the last screen. Alright, now let's chop off her legs and get cracking. So gruesome. Alright.
Some days there's no one else who loves me like you used to.
This requires a lot of concentration.
There's no one I can
Yeesh.
turn to.
Draw the picture.
All the feelings that we shared are in the past. Your relationships are never meant to last.
Alright. That looks potentially feasible.
All the feelings that we shared are in the past.
Keep that. That 1 pixel, that's going to make all the difference.
Your relationships are never meant to last. It might take some time, but I'll be alright. I'm moving on. I'm moving on. I know times are tough, but I've had enough.
And shoe. What am I doing? Thought I had the line tool on. It's a little wacky with the feet being different sizes, but then one's going back and one's going forward, so it kind of makes sense. Alright. I have to animate her arms after. So let's move her down a couple of pixels. Not digging the back foot. I think this has to go back a bit further. I think it was this one. Nope. Okay.
I'm gonna kiss you wherever you are, and I'm gonna miss you. I will never lie. Call me whenever you need someone, babe. We're running in the jungle of love.
Is that the exact same thing I just drew?
Jungle of love.
It just looks like her legs are getting shorter.
You were stuck in my head and I don't know why. We got a billion races, we got this melody, and you can trust me, baby. We got everything. Call me whenever you feel alone, babe.
This is an area that I'd really like to improve on, but I don't know how to go about doing that as pixel art. I mean, I guess it's like anything, it's just practice, but...
I'm gonna kiss you wherever you are, and I'm gonna miss you. I will never lie. Call me whenever you need someone, babe. We're running in the jungle of love. Jungle of love.
looking a little bit more dynamic in the movement now. Okay, I'm okay with that. So I think especially when we animate her arms, it'll help out here. Okay. So how does walking work again? Your back leg goes if your right leg goes back, your left arm goes forward. All right. I always have to work this through. So you don't mind me, I'm just walking because I need to figure out how walking works. Yeah, I think it's opposites. They alternate. So okay. So this leg's going forward, so this arm has to go. The other arm has to go forward. Farther down. Okay.
Give it to me like, give it to me like, give it to me like.
We gotta get a little bit of curvature in the arms. It can't just be square arms.
That's how it goes when you Hollywood perfect. Hollywood perfect. That's how it goes when you Hollywood perfect. Hollywood perfect. Ain't got no place to call my own. Feels like I'm better off alone. So sad inside and hopeless. These Hollywood hoes never notice. Can't get back on. Girl, I miss you. Can't get back on. Girl, I miss you. Somehow I woke up out in bed. Fucked up, smelling like that bourbon.
This green. Dump it in there. That's what the other one.
That's how it goes when you Hollywood perfect.
Oops.
Hollywood perfect. That's how it goes when you Hollywood perfect.
Go with the darker green. Okay. Grab her skin tone. Looks okay to me. Now the other one's going to be a bit easier. Should be anyway. This one's kind of just going behind her. Should go a little more than that. Playing Hollywood Perfect again? Oh wow, we must have gotten through all my songs. Damon, skip song.
Skipped.
Guys, I'm doing a live stream. I actually got through all my songs. That's so exciting. Yeah, it's got to be a little more than that. How did you rig up that Wake keyboard system? What keyboard system, Viable Clan member? Oh, Dave. It's actually Damon. Yeah, Damon, like a daemon that runs in the background on your computer. I used something called Archum.js, Viable Clan member. It's a voice recognition and speech synthesis API. Or not API, JavaScript library that you can make use of for whatever you want. So I thought, wouldn't it be cool? Archum. Here, I'll show you. Get the chat open on my... so I can actually message you guys. Just a minute, stand by. Okay, it is Archon. That one. That's the one. Yeah, it's pretty solid, Viable Clan member. It's like, it's got really good features and it's super easy to use. Oops. Okay. Let's get another frame on the go. Damn, that's sick. Isn't it, though? It's super slick, man. This helps with my 10-year dev mission to get rid of my to rid my TV of Google adverts. Nice, good. Glad I could help with that. What other sick libs do you know of? Well, there's Yeah, libraries, not liberals. Yeah, good distinction there. Have you heard of Comfy.js for streaming? How do you spell Comfy.js? No, what's that? All right, Comfy.js. So it's a super easy way of making Twitch chats on JavaScript applications. I'll link you to this one too. I mean, the original like TMI.js is not really too hard to work with, but this just makes it like even easier to work with, man. It's pretty good. You can watch for commands, you can watch for messages, you can watch for raids, you can watch for anything, you name it. Actually, not anything. You cannot watch for follows. Yeah, oh, for streamers, says Viable Clan member. Yeah. You can't watch for follows. Setting up follow notifications with the Twitch API is a nightmare, dude. I had to you have to do webhooks, but you have to register your webhook, and then the tokens can expire, and there's just it's this whole thing. It's brutal. But anyway, I'm trying to think of other stuff I know of. Here's a good one. Color Namer. Where is it? Color Namer. Any video stuff? Not really a ton for video stuff. The only things I'm using by way of video are for my stream. I've got a screen share, and I'd love to get, what's it called? WebRTC with Turn. I got really excited when I read WebRTC, but then you said Turn, and I was like, yep, I'm trying to get that working too. Yeah, I've been working on a game with WebRTC, and it's using audio connection. It's not video, but it's using audio. But anyway, I'll send you this one too, because this one's kind of cool. I've been doing a bunch of WebRTC stuff lately, says Pathogen. Nice. What kind of stuff, Pathogen? That's my last cool package of the night is the Color Namer. It gives you names for colors, and it calculates the distance between the color you specify and the color that it's using the name of, and it's pretty cool. If you use the NTC property, it has some crazy number of options. It's ridiculous. It's over 1,500 or something. Don't quote me on that, but Bloop. Okay, that looks good to me. Okay, Pathogen says, well, after reworking the timing setup between a game client and server, ended up benchmarking WebSockets for communications and found Firefox's stack kind of lacking. So right now working on setting up a simple WebRTC data channel so I can measure how efficiently browsers deliver their
TV
advanced...
has entered the chat. Welcome Rubadub TV.
Whoa, hey Rubadub TV. What's up, man? Rubadub TV. I know you're Rubadub TV. My bot just pronounced your name funny, so I thought I'd pronounce it funny too. How you doing, Rubadub TV? Long time no see. Anywho, let's get her pants finished up here. And then we'll have a forward. Well, walk cycles take so long to animate. Dude, where the hell you been? Happy New Year, says Rubadub TV. Yeah, man, Happy New Year to you too. I had to take some time off for my health, And legit though, legit. That's pretty cool, but I can still, I still can't think of a viable use case
30
for it.
minutes remaining.
GuessThisColor.com, lol. Let's do it. Yeah, 30 minutes. Yeah, viable clan member. One use case I found for the name this color feature, or name this color package that I thought was kind of cool was in the game I'm making where with WebRTC, you can collect items, like you can chop down trees and you can mine rocks, and they're all randomly generated colors. So I thought it was kind of cool if I could make it so the items you received from mining the rocks and cutting down the trees were named according to their color. So like you can get like lime ore or sunset orange ore or whatever it comes up with. I thought that was kind of a cool thing. That was the only smoke pink granite rock. Haha, very cool. Yeah, exactly. Oh, that sucks. Hope everything worked out. Are you back now, says RoboDubTV. Yes, sir, I am. I'm back on Saturdays and Sundays only, just to keep that work-life balance a little more defined, let's say. But yeah, man. Yeah, I'm back for the foreseeable future. So, let's... Pathogen. That's a cool use of the color namer. Thanks, Pathogen. I think at this point we can probably just do it kind of like these. Nice, dude. Yeah, I hear that. We're on the same schedule now. Oh, really? Nice, man. Nice. So you're streaming Saturday, Sunday too, right? Because I do see your stream notifications pop up every now and again, but I always find I'm busy or something. But I'll do my best to drop in on one of your streams in the future, man. Are you still rocking the 2D MMO? Are you like still working on that? I think we gotta bend this one up a little more aggressively. Yeah, I'm doing Saturday, Sunday thing as well. Yes, still working on it. Nice, good to hear, RoboDubTV. It must be really far along then if you're still working on it, man. That's sick. Took a break, but came back about 4 to 5 months ago. Nice, RoboDub. And Pathogen, what's your MMO about? Assuming you're asking RoboDub that. But yeah, how about rarecolors.com, where you could order each color by the average distance to all other colors? Hey, viable. That's a sick idea. It's in a really good spot, says RoboDubTV. That's awesome, man. I'm really glad to hear that. Okay, so let's pull up the shoe color. Draw in her shoes. Hey, so RoboDub, since you're here, I should probably show you what we're actually working on. We're working on this game called Ghosted. And the premise of this game is you play as this character, Mary, right? And in real life, she ghosted too many people. Socially ghosted them. You know, not replying to their texts and all that. When she had no reason not to. Oh, look at that. There's that tile you can walk through. Anyway, so she was cursed and she became a ghost. And now she cannot interact with people in any way except for texting them. Dun dun. So that's the premise. That's about as far as the story development has got. But that's where it starts, and then my idea is you sort of figure out a way from that to work your way back into the human world through these conversations, like this dialogue system with the NPCs. So I'm thinking the game is going to be like half based point and click walk around the city, and then the other half will be text based, so you're having these little dialogue quests with the NPCs. That's what I'm thinking. Although I'm struggling to think of what else you can, like, what you can actually do while you're running around in the world. Because, like, if most of the game is taking place over text, I don't really know what you would do in the real world. Which is, like, such a millennial thing to say. Sorry, back switched to PC. Oh, no worries, Rubadub. I was just saying, this is the game we're working on. It's called Ghosted. You play as this girl, Mary, who ghosted too many people in real life, like socially ghosted them, and she herself was cursed and turned into a ghost. So now she cannot hear, or people cannot hear or see her or touch her or anything. However, she can communicate with the real world by texting them.
24 minutes remaining.
24 minutes remaining. All right. And that's about as far as the premise has gotten, and I thought basically you have to work your way back into the human world somehow through texting the NPCs in the game. That's about where it's at. And now we're just animating a walk cycle for her. So I want to see how this looks now. I think this is probably gonna have to down a little more. Are you time boxing your stream, says Rubadub? Yes, I am. Just to keep going with the whole theme of keeping myself on track and not streaming for hours and hours and hours and letting myself get way out of hand. All for my health, sir. It's my excuse. That actually looks pretty good. I'm pretty happy with that. So now, Option N that one. Boop. Nice, makes sense, says Rubadub TV. Thanks, buddy. So now we gotta make a step with the other leg. We got 22 minutes, so hopefully we can get one more step in, and then we can test at least the down walking animation. So I guess we can also Option in that one. Rubadub says it's a Zelda-inspired MMO. Yeah, that's sick, dude. Rubadub, did I ever tell you that Zelda was like my favorite game growing up? And like, I used to dress up as Link for Halloween. I got pictures somewhere. Mine too, says Rubadub. Awesome. No, I didn't know that, LOL. Okay. I'm hoping my little game might turn into an MMO too, so always interesting to hear what folks are working on, says Pathogen. Nice. Nice, Pathogen. If you ever feel like sharing your game, Pathogen, feel free to shoot a link in the Discord or on stream, and I'm happy to check it out, man. I plan to actually start streaming it at some point, though not on this handle. For now, I'm in the weed sorting Oh, I'm in the weeds sorting out some good net code, which seems like the hard part. I see, Pathogen, I see. Well, definitely share with me your streaming handle when you get there, because I'd love to check that out.
"20 minutes remaining."
20 minutes remaining. We might not get through all of this because I'm super anal about my animation stuff, but we'll see. Maybe we will. Yeah, Rubadub, if you've got a link, definitely share it, man. That'd be sweet. Ooh. I must try this. Oh, shoot. Nobody saw that. Second time I've done that today. Local server global. What are these for, Rubadub? Looks like it's loading. Oh, okay. That's the chat. Whoa! No way. Wow, this is cool. Oh, damn, we can actually hurt each other? Oh, wow, I died. Wrecked. Rubadub, this is so cool. Respawn. Oh, yeah. I'm gonna go explore. How come I'm called Rubadub? I'm not Rubadub. It's just one level. Okay. It randomizes names. I see, I see. Cool. Extremely well done. Yeah,
17
indeed.
minutes 8 seconds remaining.
Can you push rocks and stuff like in Zelda? No, not yet. Yet being the key word. You will be able to, yeah. Cool, man. Not yet. I like the little picnic bench. This is sick. Yeet bombs. Yeet! You ran off the screen. Uh-oh. A picks up and throws. Okay. Oh, cool. Can I pick up grass? Oh, yeah, buddy! Hell yeah. Gonna eat all this grass. And you can drop bombs with D. Okay. You. This is so cool, Rubadub. Okay, well, hey, since we're sharing MMOs, can I share with you guys the MMO that I've been working on? It's pretty glitchy right now, so it might totally shit out on us, but I'm curious to see. Yes, share, says Rubadub. Okie dokie. This is Sharing Hour, which should just be the name of my stream, quite frankly, Sharing Hour, because that's all I've wanted my whole life. Now the question is, what URL did I put it on? Yeah, here it is. Oh, okay. So I apologize because at the moment I did just recently add a sign in with Google thing, but so if you guys don't want to do it, I totally understand. But I promise I'm not selling your data to China. Damon, pause music.
Music paused.
Okay, so you sign in, and nobody sees my work email. That's great. Cool. Then you mic up, and then you join. And then it takes a minute for the server to load because I'm hosting it on Heroku at the moment, and the servers sleep after a certain amount of time. But once it boots up, here it is. You can run around, you can mine rocks, and you can chat over audio chat. So if any of you guys connect, we should be able to hear each other chatting. The freebies Heroku server, a classic. Trying to connect, says Rubadub. Sweet. It is a classic, Pathogen. It is a classic. Sometimes objects get sort of double stacked on each other, so you can mine stuff twice and cut stuff twice. Oh, I see you, Rubadub. I don't hear you, though. That's what I meant by glitchy. It's probably... But it's got, like, audio scaling and stuff, too, so if I start...
Cool.
Oh, I can hear you now. What's up, man?
What's up, dude? I like this a lot.
Thanks, man.
How do I mine?
You just have to get close to something, and then, yeah, a button appears. And we can chop it down together, and its health goes down faster.
Oh, dude. I like the audio effects.
Yeah, thanks, man. My script blockers are having a hard time with it. Hold on, says Pathogen. Alright, no worries, mate. It is still super beta, so stuff might go wildly wrong. We have no idea yet.
Is this just like a farming thing? Can you just farm stuff?
Pretty much. That's all it is right now. On localhost, I've got an inventory system that I'm working on. That was the most recent thing I was adding to it, but that, I guess I never pushed that live because there should be an icon up top here. But
Artwork itself?
yeah. But yeah, there's a feature where if we get further apart from each other, we get quieter. Like it's harder to hear each other. So
Really?
yeah,
Sick.
yeah. Thanks, man. I'm gonna go find Pathogen. Hey, man. Hello.
Hello?
That's so
Hey.
cool. The distance sound thing is awesome.
Yeah, thanks.
Where are all of you?
I was really happy with that when that was working. When
things are loading. That's what the word is. Thank you. I gotcha.
Oh yeah. This is great, says Viable Clan member. Thanks. Hopefully that tree fall sound effect isn't just deafening for you guys. It probably is, so sorry about that.
Crank my volume down a little bit.
Yeah, that is fair enough, man.
That's fantastic.
Thanks, man.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll work on this in future streams, but the only thing with this one is it's a little bit harder to open source it because I'm relying on like Firebase for servers and stuff like that. So getting other people involved with the development is a little bit trickier.
Are you still doing this with Phaser?
Yeah.
Have you ever encountered Ruby on Rails has an approach where they encrypt all the credentials so you can check them in and people can check them out, but they can't see them?
Oh, really? That's interesting.
Yeah, that might be a way to go.
Yeah, totally.
That way you just have to set, like, you set one decryption key as like an environment variable on your big rotor.
Right.
None of us have to know what all the keys are.
Yeah, totally. That's a really cool idea. Do you have any like links that you could share where I could read up on that, Pathogen?
Let's see if I can wedge up the Rails guide.
Yeah, just drop it in the Discord or on the chat here, and I'll check it out at some point.
Dude, is there like unlimited resources?
No, it spawns, I think 30 trees and 30 rocks every time someone enters the planet. Or like every time the planet's empty and then someone spawns for the first time, it generates like 30 trees and 30 rocks. I think it's 30. Rubadub bounced. That was cool. Thanks for sharing, says Rubadub. Yeah, man, of course. No problem. Yeah, Pathogen, I'm going to bounce too. I'm going to try and get a little bit more of that animation going before
Yeah, of course.
this timer's over. Yeah.
Thank you for sharing. I've got to show mine at some point.
Of course. Yeah, totally, man. It's like a MMO sharing club. Cool. See you later. Nice. Got the encrypted secrets. Nice. Gonna add that to my favorites and check that out in a bit. That's pretty cool. Thanks, Pathogen. Damon, start music. Oh. He's not listening to me, guys. Damon, start music. No. One more try. Damon, start music. Start music? Oh, no, it's play music. Damon, play music. Damon, play music.
Music resumed.
There we go. Only took 6 tries, or whatever it was. Might not be highly useful to you given that it depends on all these Ruby and Rails things. But the basic idea, put a symmetric key and your clear text config file names in gitignore, have a script that copies from clear configs to encrypted config file, and a script that goes back. Okay, cool. I mean, yeah, I'll take a look at it, and like if I figure out a way to port to replicate the same idea with JavaScript, then that would be really cool, man. Okay, so it looks like this is down a little bit lower. I'm not anal retentive about my animation. I don't know what you're talking about. You know what? I'm actually not going to be anal retentive. I'm just going to go for it. I watched a YouTube video that said that for indie games, art is not always the most important thing, so I'm going to believe that one YouTube video, my YouTube video research. GitHub Actions supports easy secrets. Okay, cool, Viable Clan member. Sweet, thanks, man. Good to know. I'll look into that too. So GitHub easy secrets. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Song's not really doing it for me. Damon, skip song. Damon, skip song.
Skip.
Thank you. Okay. I'm not. My animation juice has run out, guys. I'm sorry. I'm gonna save that and leave it there for tonight. Why don't we just do a just chatting for the remainder of the stream? Sound good? Good. Damon, show me. Damon, show me.
Tell them how you really feel.
So, how does the GitHub Action easy keys or easy secrets work? Like, I this is brand new to me. I've never seen anything like this before. So, I'm very curious to know how this all works. Just secrets. Okay. That's easy enough. Cool. I'm saying it's easy. Oh! Ha! I thought it was like an actual term, easy secrets. I was like, ooh, this is new to me. Yeah. Because, yeah, basically the problem is I have this game integrated with Firebase, and I don't really want to like give full access to my Firebase console to all the people who join in on development, because that would obviously be hella insecure. But at the same time, I don't want to like close it off so much that it hampers their ability to develop the game, right? So it's a catch 11. Anyway, yeah. Yeah, because it would be really cool if it was possible to open source this game, or even if not open source, like just get more people involved with it. That could be another thing. Oh, another way to go is just keep it as a private repo, but involve a few more people in the development of it. Either way would be cool. Because yeah, I am pretty happy with how it was coming along. It was really starting to catch on a bit. I was happy with it. Damon, main screen.
Showing your computer screen.
I'm also happy with how we got on with this today. Yeah, we didn't get the animation totally done, but that's okay. We got it so that now you can move along the walls and it'll stop on the axis that you... Yeah, you guys know what I'm talking about. I don't know what I'm talking about, but you guys know what I'm talking about. And we got the cell phone menu popping up. So I think I'm gonna get all this online. Fixes, collision detection. And there it is. It's on Origin main, not master, because now I know that's a thing. We call it ghosting. I'm gonna look up real quick how to change the origin or the upstream. Alright, well I got 40 seconds left, so I'll do this next time. But yeah, so this is the game's code that we're working on, guys. Well, since we're sharing, I could show a dumb little WebRTC timing measurement system I just finished. Absolutely, Pathogen. Let's see it. I'm also going to drop a link to the page on itch, because this is where you'll be able to play it. I bought a terrible thesaurus yesterday. Not only was it terrible, it was terrible. Ah!
Time is up.
Well done. Oh, time is up. Hey, look, it says I have 1 second left. That's odd. Glitch. But anyway, yeah, so Pathogen, the time just ended, but that's okay. Let's take a look at the WebRTC timing thing real quick, and yeah. Ah, crap. It's not going to work over ngrok without some work. Oh, okay, okay. No worries, Pathogen. Oh, hold on. It, didn't like your message there. But anyways, guys, thank you all very much for joining me today. Pathogen, how about you, I'm gonna be streaming again tomorrow night, so you're welcome to show it off on then if you think you'll have it ready by then. The other day, my wife started a conversation by suddenly blurting out, "You haven't listened to a word I've said, have you?" Oh. Started a conversation. That's... that's pretty good. Anyways, I'm gonna call this the end of the stream, but Pathogen, absolutely, if you feel like sharing that tomorrow or next weekend, you're more than welcome to. I'll check it out on the stream. I would love to. So, Damon, roll credits.
Good night, everybody.
I've been waiting to show this off. Check it out. You guys are all in the credits. Yay! Good night. Good game. Thanks. Yeah, odds are I can have it sorted out by then, says Pathogen. Sweet. Awesome, guys. Ooh. Yeah. I've been working on that all week, and yeah. Anyways, thanks, guys. Thank you very much for joining me. So I'll see you tomorrow, if not next weekend, if not in the next life.